In today's video, I want to talk about observation, how your real control over reality lies in observation and not necessarily trying to manipulate and strategize your way around changing your reality, changing the current situation that you might find yourself in, okay? By the way, I'm doing a lot more casual videos right now, no graphics or anything like that. My video team is having a little bit of technical difficulties for a couple of days, so I'm going to be shooting a lot more of these casual videos, just this conversational type vibe. So let me know if you actually want more videos like this. I'll continue to make them, but I'm definitely enjoying it as well. Just keeping it simple, just talking about these powerful ideas. And yeah, so let's keep going with this flow. And let me know in the comment section below if you enjoy these types of videos or you want to kind of go back to the other structure as well. So if you have read Reality Transurfing, one thing that you'll notice throughout the book is that the author, Vadim Zeland, continues to remind you that your real control over reality lies in observation. Again and again and again. He mentions that instead of trying to manipulate and control the situation through your mind's strategies and plans and whatnot, your real control, if you actually want to change your reality, you are much better off just observing. Now, this is something similar to what you'll notice in other spiritual teachings as well. Many other spiritual teachings that I follow also kind of say the same thing in a different way. So what is it about observation? Why is observation so powerful? And how does just simply observing something change it? So let's start with this. You are the painter of your life. You are the painter. You are it. The entire world that you're experiencing right now, this entire world, your entire reality, your body, everything, this is your painting, including your body, okay? Now think about you painting a painting in real life. You're just out there, you're painting, right? Now, if you start to believe that I am this painting, let's just say you paint a little guy in your painting too, and now you start to believe that you are that little guy or girl in that painting that you just painted. Now, what's happening is that the painter, the creator of this painting, has lost itself within the painting, thinking and identifying with the painting, thinking that it is the painting, as that little guy in there. Now, what's happening in real life, right? Keep that in mind. Now, come back to real life. Your entire world is your painting, but who is the one creating this painting? It is you, but who is you? Who is the I that is creating this painting? It is not the you that you think it is. It is not your personality or your body. See, that's part of the painting that has been painted. It is part of the dream that is being projected. So, when something happens to you, right? Let's say an event you're going through that you don't like, don't prefer, don't like, okay? Now you start to try to control it. You start to define it as a bad, negative event, and you start to just fight back against it. Who is doing that fighting back? Who is doing the planning or the strategizing? Who is doing the defining? Who is doing the judging of that event? It is not you. It is actually the guy or girl that you have painted within the painting who believes that it is the creator, but it is not. It is actually part of the painting. Then who are you? Who are you really? You are the awareness that is beyond your thoughts. Your thoughts are just there so you can define things and label things, right? Thoughts that have their own purpose as well, but your thoughts are your definition mechanism. You define things with your thoughts. That you define the contents of the painting that you have painted with your thoughts. You judge things, you label things as good or bad. But all that is happening from the little guy or girl that you painted with the painting. The guy or girl that you painted is inseparable from the painting. It is one with the painting. But you are the one that is actually painting. You are the one that is dreaming this entire painting into existence, this entire reality into existence. A little complex, but try to stay with me here. So, you are the awareness. And this can be sensed, this can be felt by you right now when you just really become alive to this moment. You know? Stop paying so much attention to what you're thinking. And even don't be fully immersed in this video. Be attentive, yes, be fully here, but feel that sense of aliveness. What is making this now moment feel like it's actually here, like it's happening? How do you know you exist? Don't think about it, feel it. It's a feeling. It's not a sensation necessarily, but it's this feeling that you can easily wake up to this feeling more and more and more and deepen your realization of this feeling. It's this aliveness. It's this awareness that exists that is making this entire thing possible. That awareness is you. That awareness is experiencing your body, your thoughts, your events, your world. Right? That is the real you. That is actually making this reality possible. This reality exists within you. You being the awareness, the painter of this painting, the projector of this dream, this reality. So now tying that back into the topic of this video, which is observation. Why is observation so crucial, and how does it allow you to change your reality? When you are simply observing, and when you let go of your thoughts that are constantly just judging situations, judging people, defining things as good or bad, and you simply just start to observe. Again, be careful. The mind runs away with this real quick. When I say observe, I mean simply just be. Not necessarily, oh, this is my hand, that's my money situation, this is my relationship. No, you're not labeling anything. You're not using your words. You're not defining anything. You're not trying to change anything. You're not labeling anything as good or bad. You're simply just there. Simply just observing. This awareness that you are being that in that moment. In that moment, you are not being this guy or girl that you have painted within your painting. What ends up happening is that you adopt identification with your true self, which is the awareness, the observation, the attention, the consciousness, in which this entire reality is being projected. Does that make sense? I kind of repeat it in another way. When you are simply just observing reality, not judging it or labeling it, you become more like in quality with your true self rather than this little guy or girl that you have painted within your painting who you think is you. You think, okay, I think that I'm Sunny, but who I really am is the awareness within which Sunny exists. I am the main character of this painting, of this movie, but I am not the movie itself. I am not the main character. Who I really am is not the main character. The main character is just simply the character, the individual who I'm experiencing this movie through. But who I really am is the projector, is the painter of this entire painting. And what that really is just this sense of awareness, attention, consciousness, same thing. All mean the same thing. Soul means the same thing. So that's that clarity, that's that lucidity, that's the nothingness, which is actually creating all of this reality. So when you become more like in quality with that true self, now you gain the power to dream something else, to paint something else. See, the little guy or girl that you have identified with that lies in the painting that you painted, that little guy or girl doesn't have any control to change the painting. How silly would it be to expect something that you painted to come to life and then go paint something else? That's all an illusion. You think you are changing everything, you think you're doing everything, but your only real control lies within this awareness that you are. And the more you come into identification with this awareness, contact with this awareness, and start to observe your life and wake up more and more and more from the painting rather than being immersed fully in the painting or the movie, then action starts to flow through you, which naturally changes whatever you don't like and brings you closer towards your true goals, your desires. But as long as you believe yourself to be that main character in the movie, in the painting, this movie is going to continue to go on, and you're gonna fight back. You're gonna try to get things. You're gonna do all sorts of stuff, thinking that you have control, thinking that you are trying to change your reality and doing your best. But you're not gonna be changing much. You're gonna just be going along with the script of that movie. You're just going to be going along with whatever that painting already is. So this is kind of a harsh revelation for some to wake up to. It was for me as well. Knowing that, you trying to take so much action through that little small identification with the small self isn't really going to bring you the results that you truly want. Only the action that flows from the state of awareness is action that will truly create a change that you actually desire, that you set for it. That will change the plot of the movie. That will choose a different movie entirely. That will paint a different painting. But the action that you constantly take through identification with the small self has little to no effect because you're still just being carried along the plot of that movie, and you're going to be doing work, you're going to be taking action. However, the plot of that movie is already set. The painting has already been painted. So you're going to continue to just be like in characteristic with that painting, with that small self that you have already painted. Now come back to who you truly are. Detach from the painting. Detach from the movie you've got playing. And start to observe. Because when you observe this seemingly physical reality, which is just a dream, which is just a projection, now you actually allow it to change to something that you want, that you desire, that you would rather prefer. Because when you start to observe and you start to simply be this awareness that you actually are, now life can go back to moving along the stream of optimal flow, the path of least resistance. That is the nature of life. Life always moves along the path of least resistance towards anything, towards any goal. But you constantly get in the way, thinking that you're the small self controlling everything. And, when something happens, you fight against it. When something happens that you don't like, you reject it and you try to, overcome it. You label it as an obstacle, as a negative event. And so you create all this friction, which then just creates a worse plot in your movie, more problems, more hardship. But once you start to detach and just observe, that is when you truly allow things to change. And it's so much more effortless. It's so much more freeing, knowing that you actually have more control now. The degree to which you realize the self, the degree to which you realize that you are this awareness rather than the small self, is the degree to which you will control your reality. And this is what I'm teaching in my new program called Accelerated Reality. So if you want to accelerate your reality, watch my free Accelerated Reality Masterclass below. But this process is beautiful. Have appreciation for it. Even if you can't sense that I am feeling right now, that that sense of I exist, that awareness that you really are, don't worry about it. Sometimes it takes a while, but continue to, do it again and again. Continue to just wake up. Ask yourself, where was my attention just now? Ask yourself, what was I just thinking about? And then, you could even drop all thoughts just for 2 to 5 seconds and just simply be without judging or defining anything. Just for 2 to 5 seconds, again and again and again. And what you'll notice is that you'll start to wake up to this feeling, this sense of I exist, I am. And that's that awareness that you truly are. So observation can change your life. Anytime you are facing a negative event, rather than trying to control the situation, learn to observe. Take whatever action that is presenting itself, that is required of you, but observe more than you plan and strategize to get out of it. Simply observe. Knowing what you really do want, just observe. Imagine what you want and then come back to reality, then just observe. And then you'll see that because you are matching the frequency of your true self, the awareness, now life will start to move in a more optimal flow. And the flow of life will go along the path of least resistance and bring you to your desired outcome, to the reality that you actually want. And therefore will change your reality from the previous one that you didn't like to a new one. In a sense, you'll be painting a new painting, projecting a different movie. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We did get a little complex in this, but I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying doing these casual videos. Again, let me know what you think about those in the comment section below. Also, lastly, Accelerated Reality Masterclass, check it out. Definitely worth it. And that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.